Fuck that! Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker! I'm gonna fight your fucking ass!
Sorry, Daddy.
What do you mean sorry, Daddy? What the hell did you do? Is Wayne Brady gonna have the choke a bitch?
Captain Picard.
Okay, Captain Picard is not gay, he's British. Come on.
Make it flow.
Well, I hate to break it to you losers, but Han Solo's a bitch.
Tallahassee, you want to stick together, at least for a while?
Here's the deal, Columbus. I'm not easy to get along with, and I'm sensing you're a bit of a bitch. So, I give this relationship to about Texarkana.
Disturbance reported at the top of the Crown restaurant. Suspect is a male communist extremist armed with what appears to be a ketchup gun.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
You're listening to Comic Can Coozie, your weekly podcast for all your geeky, garbage, kitschy comedy, and nerdy news. I'm Cole.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Taylor. We're back at the garage, boys. Just where we meant to be.
How you guys doing?
Good. I see you cleaned up your shoes finally, Cole.
Well, I cleaned them up right when I noticed. I had
he
dog
stepped in
shit
dog
on the side
shit.
of one of my shoes.
Okay. He was out by hole 9. Some fucking dog shit by the hole. That's a callback, isn't it, Cole?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Most people will not understand what you're just
I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah. Brother was in town. Saw him for a bit. That was my week.
Yeah.
That was your whole week?
Pretty much.
He thought his brothers and his friend were coming over to watch football last night, but it was his brothers, his friend, and his sister-in-law and their daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So Taylor was stuck having to make sure that his dog wasn't fucking with a 2-year-old little kid.
Oh, sure.
He would never.
So she's eating this piece of KFC, and she's just about to put it in her mouth, and Fritz goes and fucking grabs it from her hand.
He would not give it up.
And I don't know.
That's what he gets.
Huh? Who gets? Fritz?
Everyone. That's what everyone gets.
Like Fritz is
so we
happy
all get
about that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty uneventful week for me, I gotta say. I didn't do much. What did I do on Saturday? Nothing. What did I do on Friday? Nothing. Got together with Elijah on Friday, I guess.
Yeah, that was fun.
Huh? Yeah, we hung up for a bit. And then
right when I got here, he's like, well, dude, I got to go now. And then he stuck around for another 45 minutes. So.
You got to give him the old Irish goodbye in that circumstance.
That's not an Irish goodbye.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you have to go, you just fucking go.
Moonwalk out the door.
Right out the door.
I said that too. So I was at a family thing earlier this summer. And my aunt, she's my second cousin's wife. I don't know what she is to me.
Okay.
Probably nothing. But she's like,
absolutely
I'm
nothing.
going to make coffee for Mary and Larry, but I don't know how they like their coffee. I was like, oh, they like Lutheran coffee. And she's like, what's that? I was
Water.
like, really weak coffee where you can see the bottom of the cup. And she started laughing so hard she'd never heard that before, right?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Lutheran coffee, that's really funny. And so a little later, I was going to take off, and I go say to my mom, I was like, hey, look, I got to get out of here. I got to go to work in a little bit, so I need to check on the dog and let him out before I go to work. She goes, okay, well, make sure you say goodbye to everyone. I was like, no, I'm just going to do the old Irish goodbye. And my mom knew what I was talking about, but she was standing right next to that same woman.
Yeah.
And she's like, what's an Irish goodbye? I was like, oh, it's like this. So I just walked away.
And you've never seen her again.
I haven't seen her since.
Perfect. Yeah. I made a discovery this week. Every few years I get duped by razor blade companies. Okay? I find a razor blade that I really, really like. For a while there, it was the Gillette Fusion. It's the orange guy with the 5 blades. And Walmart came out with their own version, but they changed the handle. They've changed the fucking blade up. I'm not a huge fan of it anymore. So I'm kind of on in the market for another blade. Well, I went to Target the other day and I bought a Gillette, whatever it's called. It comes with a magnetic stand, which is really nice. But holy shit, those razor blades for 5 of them are $30 fucking.
Oh.
And there's a guy that shaves his head, 3 times a week.
What is it? Gillette what?
I forget, Gillette Labs or some shit.
I'll look for the knockoffs at Ugly Box for you.
Hey, I probably will take them. But anyway, I was looking at the razor blades. I just bought the one, kind of the trial thing, I was like, well, shit. I think I'll just grab the trial, see if I like it. Turns out I really liked it. Wasn't a huge fan of the price tag, so I was at Walmart the other day because I needed more razor blades, and I thought, you know what? I got these Bic ones for $6. They cannot be that much different.
Two blades on those.
No,
right?
no, it's a 5 blade.
Oh, all right.
And so I'm like, fuck, that's $6, and I get 3 blades. That's a fucking great deal. And so I shaved my head first time.
Yeah,
it was good. It was all right.
Okay,
fine. The handle's a little light, but it's good. I liked it. I went to shave my head today.
Okay.
Bloodbath.
I don't see any nicks or anything. You got 'em?
It was okay. It wasn't a bloodbath, but it was definitely razor burn. There was blood that was starting to pool there, so I fucking threw the razor away and I used my old Gillette. But then I'm like, you know what? I should probably put some Brute by Fabergé.
It only makes sense to just put some heat on there.
Yeah, spice it up.
Make it burn.
So I smell like a fucking old man right now, but god damn did that fucking burn.
I bet.
Yeah.
Jeez.
God. Especially on you know what it feels like on your face? When you do it?
Yes.
Try your scalp.
I'm not
spicy.
I'm really not much of a shaver. I'll take like an electric one and I'll cut it just to like the stubble basically and leave it there. And because I can't handle my neck cutting that further than stubble. When I do smooth, it just break out like central. Sure. I just hate that. It's always has to be stubble. I'm not dealing with smooth skin. No way.
No, I shave my neck all the time. Did it last night. So
maybe your neck's used to it.
I went to a salon because it's one thing I've never done is gone to a barber for a straight shave. Just head, balls, neck,
sure,
chin.
Oh, you're going to, or you did?
I've never done it. I've always wanted to do it really bad. I want to take out that fucking leather strap.
Go to a straight
up and
barber shop.
Yeah, I know, right? So anytime I go by a salon, I'm like, you guys should really, do straight shaves. And I would come to your place.
Do you think they're trained in that?
No.
There's that barber shop down by the Catholic Church on
Al's Barbershop?
Yeah.
Yeah, next
I
to the
used to go there all
shop?
the time.
I think there's one in the laundromat on Basin. Or is that Basin? Just off
Boulevard?
of... No. If you're going south, it's close to like All Pets and stuff. Right off of Washington, like a couple blocks to the
Bowen.
east. Bowen. Right on Bowen. There's a laundromat there, and there's a little barber shop inside of that
I know
laundromat.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's been years since I've gone to a salon or whatever. Because when it was time, when I had longer hair, I would just buzz it.
Yeah, that's usually my go-to. I'll get Shannon. I'm like, okay, haircut time. But I have been considering recently. I'm like, maybe I will go out and get a nice haircut. And then
you'd be unstoppable, Adam.
I know. God, I could run faster. I know that. But
unstoppable.
But I get that feeling. I'm like, I'll go get a real haircut. And then if I can't get a haircut within like that hour that I'm thinking of that, then I'm like, nah, I'll just keep letting it flow until I get sick of it, and then the buzz will happen again.
I see.
Yeah, that's my rotation. Usually just...
Maybe you and I should just do a pamper day, Adam. I'll go get my straight shave. You'll go get a fucking just...
something kick-ass.
Fucking shit shaved into your head and everything.
Ooh, lightning.
lightning bolt or fucking Batman symbol would be cool.
Yeah, maybe we could. There's that one. Is that still open off of Rosser and like First Street, Second Street, and it's like in a house on the corner, really close to Come and Go, just to the west of. I think it's called Sharps or something like that.
Yeah, we should check it out.
That sounds like a barber shop to me.
I just want to get straight shaved and then like them just cut my throat right there.
Yeah. That'd be pretty neat.
It would be pretty neat. Anyway.
So other night, Taylor, this is how much Taylor had to drink. So the other night, Elijah's over, and he goes, "Hey Cole, I'm gonna get the hotel for when we go to Minneapolis." I go, "Okay." So he looks at it and he's going through and he goes, "Okay, it's gonna cost so much money for 2 nights."
Yeah.
I go, "Okay, so I owe you this much." He goes, "Oh, okay." And then last night he's like, "Hey, I should get the hotel for Minneapolis."
Was this close
to doing it again?
I thought you did it the other night. He's like, "No, I just talked about doing it." So he went through the entire process again. He's just like 1 click away from getting a second second hotel room.
At the same place, or did you pick somewhere different?
At the same place. And he was asking me, "Well, should I pay what was it, $50 extra for a room with a city view?" I'm like, "It's the Millennial Hotel. What's the city view? You look across the street and see a different hotel." Like,
I don't know. I mean, some people like a room with the view.
Well, did you do that the first time that you booked it? Did you get the city view?
I don't even think that was an option.
Wow. They figured this guy's gonna double book. Let's really bump him up
for all he's worth.
Yeah.
it's like, well, and he didn't ask me this last night, but he asked me the first time, "Do you want to pay the $7 cancellation fee?" It's like, no, we're going. Like, for sure, we're not gonna fucking cancel at the
Yeah.
Unless there's a huge blizzard, then I guess we're shit out of luck. But
we're gonna take that risk. It's El Nino, baby. I'm excited for El Nino.
Okay.
Why? El Nino. Generally, it's a more mild winter for us. I mean, fuck, it's already the 2nd of October, and we're 2nd of October, and it's still fucking 80 degrees today. Or I guess that was yesterday.
That's not El Nino. That's just global warming.
Whatever. I mean...
No, I disagree with you, though. I don't want a mild winter. My favorite days in the winter are when it snows so hard I don't got to go to work for 2 days.
Those are pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I don't mind that. I wouldn't mind. I think the snow tends to come with slightly milder temperatures, though. I think when it's so bitterly cold, I don't think the snow comes as much, but I feel like I hate it when we get a month straight of below 0 or below freezing.
I think I was reading. It was something on Facebook today. It was something about the, March was a record-setting. Last March was a record-setting month because we did not get above 30 for the entire month of March.
Yeah,
last year. It's like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
fuck that. I ain't dealing with that. I want a fucking El Nino. I want, just two blasts of fucking icy cold with some snow, and then Cole and I don't have to go to work. We have provisions. We get a snuggle and stuff. Like yesterday, Fritz and I were watching the end of Red Zone, and I was telling Cole, I was like, "Hey, Robbie's coming over here, something. But if you want to join us, you can."
Okay.
And he thought I was talking about in the bed with him right then and there. I'm like,
yeah, you and your brother at Cole.
Yeah, we got all.
I did not want to join that fucking billing sandwich.
Ooh. No, it would be a Cole sandwich. It technically would be a Cole sandwich. Okay.
Yeah, you're the main meat.
Yeah.
Get in there.
You know what? You don't call it a pumpernickel sandwich. There used to be this thing, this ice cream sandwich. Okay, it was but they called it a cookie sandwich, and it was 2 cookies.
Sure.
In between, or 2 cookies, and in between it was ice cream.
Okay.
But they called it a cookie sandwich. I'm like, that's not a
they always called that an ice cream sandwich, didn't they?
No.
A cookie.
I'm talking. It was a full on 2 chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, it wasn't like just those little strips of the.
No.
I understand. I believe I would call it a cookie ice cream sandwich.
That's what
I
would
wouldn't
call
call it just a cookie sandwich. It would be a cookie ice cream sandwich.
I'd never understood it. Like,
Because
how the
you
fuck is this?
Because you say an ice cream sandwich, you know it's like the chocolate sides at the ice cream in the middle.
Yep.
If you call it a cookie ice cream sandwich, you understand that it's 2 cookies with
Now-
ice cream in the middle.
Now, I know Cole is not a sweets guy, but I want to talk about this for a second because fuck this company, but they're awesome at the same time because they don't have, you can't get their shit anywhere else. And it's Schwann's. Okay. They're fucking way overpriced. Okay.
Yeah.
But they have the best ice cream treats. I'm sorry. I mean, you're talking about like the sundae cones.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to even if you go by the name brand ones at the store and you get a Nestle and you take a bite of the cone and it's soggy. That is the fucking worst shit ever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When it's just squishy. And even Nestle does it, right? Right? Never once in my life had I ever pulled one of the Schwann's out of the freezer and experienced the squishy cone.
Sure.
They were just the best, but they're so overpriced. It doesn't even seem worth it.
But how are they overpriced to you? Because you are kind of like an Uber Eats kind of guy or all these food delivery things where that's insane to me to order that stuff and have it delivered to you.
There was a time. There was a
no
time.
sense.
I think he stopped. Ever since I've lived here, I've never once seen him order Eats things.
So that was
I think
that
it was
when
an
you're
X type of thing.
luxury.
Right? Yeah. When I was a dink, a double income, yes, I'd be like,
There.
yes,
Let's blow it.
Let's order some of the DoorDash from
The finest establishment, Taco Bell.
From Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And then they would deliver it, and it would be worse than if you would have been just to go pick it up.
Yes. Okay.
Because then we get it fucking...
All right. I
yeah.
was thinking you were still getting that stuff delivered,
I mean,
which to me is just a waste.
I will still do pizza delivery because they do it in-house. I mean, tonight I did order from Dominios, but I was thinking about going to get it, but then the app crashed. Anyway, it was a shit show.
Yeah,
I was...
We were at Costco buying shit tickets, and then he needed pet food, so we had to go to Petco.
Yeah.
When he got to Petco, he wanted to try to order from Domino's so he could pick it up on the way home.
Yeah.
But then the app crashed, and Cole was like basically having an anaphylactic.
I was green.
Why didn't you just call it in?
They don't let you do that anymore.
What? It's only app?
I haven't ordered for Domino's in probably a year. I always just make Taylor do it.
Yeah.
Because if you call them,
It's
they
a call
transfer
center.
you to a call center in India.
So
then
you can still order it. You just don't want to
can,
talk to
but
someone
you
in
can't-
India.
No, I just can't. And I'm not trying to be rude here. The person I was talking to was trying to help me out as much as she could,
Yeah.
but we could not understand each other. And
It's just them on a computer on the app.
Most likely. It's got to be.
I was trying to get that same pizza he got tonight, the sausage, the medium sausage, but it's on the what do they call that? The crust.
Oh, the deep dish.
Okay.
Yeah, on that. But she just kept on thinking that it was hand tossed.
Oh.
And she was really trying her best.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't working. So yeah, calling the store doesn't work anymore.
That's weird.
And Taylor's theory on why they why they do this whole call center thing, is that so you get tired of trying to call and you just download the app.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
And it's a good theory, I believe.
I mean, sure, I get it. But there's going to be people who call, most likely in the elderly realm, who will not be getting an app, who still want to order a pizza.
Then fucking go to the nursing home now at that point.
So once you're unwilling to get a smartphone, nursing home it is.
Go to the nursing home. Cole was about to go to the nursing home up until a couple years ago. I was just thinking about that today. I was, driving and I was thinking, Jesus Christ, when I first met Cole, in 2016, 2017, no, it would have been a little before that, like 2015.
Where he didn't trust.
When I got
still
to,
don't trust stuff.
When I got to know Cole, we got axed. When I got to know him, the guy still had a flip phone.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck? Or was it a flip phone, or was it? It was one of the analog type of phones.
Sure.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was that.
I think it was a touchscreen, but just
No, it was. It had buttons where you would
It had buttons.
when you would type it,
Hey, it was a phone.
like actual. Yeah, it was the
slide
the
open.
slide open one.
Oh,
With
cool.
the buttons underneath.
Like in the
I
Matrix?
think that's what I think that's the one I had when I met you.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was the Matrix.
Matrix
He
phone.
was. Yeah, I was just like, wow.
Wow.
2015.
I thought there was kind of a.
I kind of missed that. I was on the internet a lot less back then.
I thought that was kind of a going trend now to try to like these younger people were trying to get dumb phones now or back
Dumb
to
phones?
back to just
the
a,
opposite of smartphones.
just
They're
yeah,
dumb
I don't know,
phones.
a flip phone, like just a basic phone now. I
Yeah,
thought that was like a trend that they're like, yeah, we're on our phones too much. We don't need this. Here's flip phone,
Flip it. Yeah.
whatever. I
don't
thought
know.
that was. I don't know. I haven't seen any kids with them, but I
There-
thought that was a trend.
Yeah, there's this one guy on YouTube that I've come across and I actually really enjoy, and he does reviews of old tech, and he has a segment back when phones used to be cool.
Yeah.
Because there was a time when cell phones had these wicked features that were just. They were trying to be cutting edge. They wanted to stand out from the crowd. They
Sure.
wanted. So there was like I think it was called the Juke. It was that little phone that flipped open, or not flip, but it like kind of did a 180.
Yeah, it
had a little MP3
had a little
player.
a swivel on it, or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, swivel.
Yep.
And then I remember one of the coolest phones I ever owned was the Samsung Alias 2. And it had e-ink in the numbers. So the phone would flip open like a flip phone.
Yeah.
But then when you flipped it open this way, okay, because it had two hinges.
Wait, you flipped it open up, and then you could flip it open again?
You could flip it open this way, have a little keyboard, or you could shut it and then flip it open this way and have a phone.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's one. I had one of those.
And it had e-ink inside of the numbers. So when you flip the numbers, you would see the numbers switch to letters versus it was fucking cool, man.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's-
And I'm just like,
Yeah, you could slide it up like this, or
Yeah.
you could slide it out
Yeah,
like that.
okay.
And the keyboard would come out if you
oh, it didn't slide though.
Oh,
It was
okay.
actually
flipped.
It
flipped.
flipped. Okay,
Yeah.
the one I had slid.
Yeah.
It's two different ways.
I think I went from bricks. I had just like the old Nokia bricks.
That's what it was called.
Well, I don't know what to call them. I'm sure
that's
it's like
what- okay.
Nokia 820 or something, whatever. B, I don't know. It was a brick phone.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Just that was it. One piece, nothing fancy. I had a couple of those, and then I can't remember one like a first like smartphone I had, because I had I got an iPod and this brick phone, and then I eventually the first like touch screen kind of thing I got was an iPod Touch, which I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. I'm like, I can go on the internet with this thing. I can't make phone calls, but it's basically an iPhone,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's more of an MP3 player. I don't know. It's basically what every phone is now, was that little thing.
It's really wild, within like 30 years, we'll say even. I remember seeing this picture, and it was this technology on a table, and it was a CD
this
player.
is all on your phone.
Right,
yeah, it's
right. It was
camera,
CD
yeah.
player, camcorder,
tape recorder.
tape recorder, just everything that you would need.
Yeah.
Calculator.
Yeah.
Calculator, yes. Yeah, it was
all of this
Even
crap.
things
yeah.
that wasn't really technology, like a calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just it's wild to see where we are. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. Like you said, Cole, you were on your phone a lot less back then, but now everything's at your
Well,
fingertips.
that's but that's it. Back to kind of where we started with Domino's is you can't have a regular. You're being forced to have a smartphone. If everything's moving to an app, you just have to eventually give in, I guess, if you want to order stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
I don't mind it myself. I'm just saying, you can only
I would say that the two things I like the best on the phone are two of the things I use the least. But like, if I want to call a business, I can just look the business up and their phone number's right there. So your phone is the phone book. Basically.
Yeah, you can just tap that when you look the business up, and boom, it's
But I don't
calling
use
them.
it often, but I really like it.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I really like that I never use, but I really enjoy is the maps feature.
Yeah.
Because when I'm in Bismarck, I don't need it, but when I go out of town,
sure.
it's so amazing to use is having that,
Yeah.
like, I need to get somewhere maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember. This is how old I am. Well, of course, there was the Map Quest where you print out
Hell
your
yeah, I
instructions.
remember doing
but
that.
then, a few years later, I remember picking an inexpensive GPS unit up at Walmart, and this was before they read street names out to you. This was before you had updated maps and all that stuff. So it would just tell you in 500 feet, turn left. It would tell you where, or
just do it.
Just do it. And then I remember we hadn't updated it, and I thought, we'll be fine. And we ended up going to Minneapolis, and we were on roads that didn't even exist, because it hadn't been updated.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy.
I did a road trip to Indiana with Shannon. That was earlier on in our relationship, and we ended up borrowing, I believe, from Christy, like a Garmin thing or whatever. And that one had I remember us playing with the voice settings, and we got like a British guy or something. Done left. And we're like, this guy's awesome. Okay. But it took us through like a cornfield and stuff. We're like, this can't be right. We ended up getting where we needed to.
Did you go
but
through
it
the
was
cornfield?
Yeah, we followed it. But we're like, there's no way this is right. It was just like that road makes more sense, but this is the one we're taking. And it got us where we needed to go, just obviously not updated and not the most efficient route. But maybe it was the fastest route. I don't know.
I don't know. I look at companies like Garmin that have pretty much, but I guess it's like any company like Kodak or that put their stock into, not their stock, but put their ideas into one product rather than kind of embracing like, maybe we should come out with a Garmin app, that's leagues above Google or partner with Google or something like that. But they just got left by the wayside. I think there's Garmin watches, or there's like trail GPSs, I think still.
Yeah, I think those little handheld ones still might be kind of popular. I know like for trails or for like the geocaching and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's probably apps for that too, but I think having that little thing kind of makes it a little more fun in my head.
Oh yeah, geocaching is a lot of fun. You ever geocache, Cole?
I don't even know what that is.
It's cool. So what geocaching is, we should have done it when we were up at I bet there was some geocaching where we were at Fort Ransom. So what it is people will sometimes it's cooler when they're puzzles and you have to kind of figure it out. They'll set up these little.
It's a treasure hunt. That's what it is.
Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah.
Still hasn't
The end result is X marks the spot, and you get directions on how to get to X in a general kind of area. It takes you to a tree or something in this area, and then you have to
like stick your dick in the tree, and then
a little door opens.
Little door will open.
Yeah.
You gotta use your finger,
but you gotta find this hidden spot. Otherwise it's basically a GPS trail map. You follow it to this
sort
X.
of like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Like for nature shit.
Yeah. You go on a hike and find X marks the spot, and then look for the treasure at that spot. And then you can take whatever's in the thing, or if there's multiple items, and then you're supposed to be courteous and leave something so then the next person can find, a treasure.
All right.
It's not necessarily just strictly nature. They've got
no. It's in city and whatever. There's probably, I know there's a bunch in town too.
That sounds. I never did the whole Pokemon Go thing.
Yeah,
but it sounds a lot more fun.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think so. And I think
I actually that's not true. Brandon had Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
and so I would have to walk around Bismarck with him.
But I think
I wasn't really playing it. I'd just be like, hey, there's a church over here. Let's walk to this church.
I just think if you're planning on like getting out and going for a walk, why not just go walk to this treasure then? You know,
Hell yeah.
it gives you a little motivation, and then once you find that one, type in and look to see if there's another one back towards your house or something, because you can kind of set whatever distance you want to walk in, and it'll give you all these caches that are in this radius, you know.
All right.
It's neat. I had done it a couple times, so I had picked some of those up for community options because I thought the clients might have a good time.
Geocache?
You know, yeah, going out with staff and doing something.
Yeah.
You know, I get a reward, you know,
Yeah.
for going on a walk. Oh yeah.
Nice. That actually sounds kind of fun. I might want to do that
Yeah. And again,
before it snows, but
yeah, well, I suppose you could do it in the winter.
I don't want to though.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be very fun in the winter. Fucking fingers are frozen.
Well, this year it's supposed to be mild, according to Taylor.
According to
Yeah.
Yeah, mild, whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't know. We went to Costco today and spent about $80 on pretty much only paper.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was we had toilet paper, paper towels, Kleenex, and then for a little quick snack, we got some Tide Pods.
you know what I think is a good
No, they were
a good investment
dishwasher
at
pods.
Sam's Club or Costco is a big box of battered mozzarella sticks. I think those are good to have on hand.
Yeah, quick
Did
little.
they not go bad or what?
They're just frozen. You put them in your
They're
freezer.
frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, battered, like so you put them in the
rather
air
than
fryer or
like
something.
rather than the breaded ones, because breaded mozzarella sticks just aren't as good. The battered ones,
like how you like your women, Cole.
Battered, yes. I do enjoy that.
I did some people watching today.
Were
We
you
had-
jerking off?
He's a peeping Tom.
We took Shannon's mom to an eye appointment up at Dakota Eye. All
Okay.
right, in the north part of town, and we were just out sitting in the car because she's like, oh, it's going to be like 15, 20 minutes. Oh, okay, cool. We ran around a little bit, and then we came back and just sat in the parking lot. Well, wait. And so we were parked in a spot where we could see where the bus stops and we see this lady walk up, probably our age, younger, well-dressed, but she was rolling a suitcase with her. We're like, oh, okay, what? Well, okay, she must be waiting for the bus, and she just stopped under a tree. And then we watched her reach in one pocket, take a vape, put that back. Then she reached in her other pocket, took out another vape, vaped that, and then we proceeded to watch her pick up leaves and talk to an invisible person.
Oh.
And she was picking up leaves like they were garbage and scooping up handfuls and then walking them over and put them into this little pile on the other side of the sidewalk. And then she'd go back and scoop up some more leaves and just put them over there. And then she'd go back and put her hand on her suitcase and she'd walk 5 feet and then she'd stop and then she'd go back and pick up more leaves and put them. And then she'd talk to someone who wasn't there. And I think if I could tell right, because she talked to them and then she pointed to the pile of leaves. So I think they were instructing her to pick up these leaves.
Okay.
But I'm not entirely sure. But that was my people watching. I and that went on for half an hour.
Your story, I once had your story makes sense because you were forced to be in this parking lot.
Yeah.
Like, because you had to take Shannon's mom around.
And
right?
I was looking at my phone, and then I glanced up and saw this gal picking up leaves, and I was like, I got entertainment. I put my phone away, and I didn't. I got off the smartphone and watched
See
people
what you guys
watch.
are missing by being on your fucking phones.
So here's
crazy people.
I dated this girl, and she told me that her hobby was people watching.
Yeah.
And I just thought, wow, this person is so boring. Like, That's like watching a sitcom with the sound off. Like your hobby. So you go out and you sit down and just watch people. Like you don't know what they're saying. You're just, I don't get it. Like fucking.
She's studying sociology, psychology.
Yeah, sociology, Cole. You're making up the. It's a theater of the mind, Cole. Yeah. You are creating the stories.
Yes.
I don't know.
So Adam, while he thought this woman was crazy,
I liked his story. His story. His story was good.
A wizard.
This person would just go sit in a restaurant and just watch other people in the restaurant.
Like, can we get you anything?
I wonder what they're doing. I don't know. They're fucking eating.
But I was, there was an inkling for me to go out and talk to her and give her some instructions on picking up the leaves.
I'm like, no.
I'm like,
we're not doing this. You're not doing this right.
The pile shouldn't go there. It's supposed to go over here.
But then
you missed over here. You're not going to get paid for that.
Yeah,
lady, you missed a spot.
And really got in her head like, the last time I was here and you were doing this. Yeah, you really could have fucked her mind, dude.
Yeah. But it was entertaining. I felt, she needed some help, I think. But
yeah.
She got on the bus and went wherever she was wanted to go, I guess. So she's getting around fine. But
well, Cole, I got some good news and I got some bad news.
Okay.
I was just looking at my phone here, and there is a geocache pretty close. That's the good news. The bad news is it's at Papa John's.
Yeah.
Is it really?
No, it is at the I was going to call it Kirkwood, Northbrook Mall.
Oh,
yeah.
Couple blocks away.
I might have to ride the old bike over there and see what the fuck is going on. You can ride your boosted board.
So what we could do is if it is at Papa John's, we could we could leave them a better pizza.
I mean, what if you got there, right? What if it was a geocache, a sponsored geocache?
Yeah.
So you show up and you're like, cool, we found it. Because usually it's a little puzzle or something, or you got to, get a little hint. Or so you open up the geocache, you find it, and it is a Papa John's coupon. And you know what I would do, honestly?
Get a Papa John's pizza?
Fuck no. I would walk in there and say, listen, guys.
Can I exchange this for cash?
Can I exchange this coupon for just a box full of pepperoncinis? That's all I want. And they'd be like, yeah, we can do that.
Sure, we could do that.
Fuck, I love those pepperoncinis there. Those are so good. And honestly, what I think it is I think it's the pizza lends its essence to the pepperoncini, and it gets a little dried out in the box. They're not so wet.
I thought it was kind of like steamed in there.
Yeah,
steamed with pizza cheese steam.
There ain't nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Well, okay.
We're at Costco today. And
people watching.
Yeah.
In the toilet paper aisle.
I had to take a shit so bad. So I was like, Taylor, I gotta go. And he goes, oh, okay.
I said no.
So
we're not
so
done
I started
yet.
walking away, and we were in the liquor area. And as I'm walking away, I hear Taylor say to the lady who is running the liquor area of Costco, Taylor goes, hey, how come you guys don't have free samples over here? And I just thought that was funny.
It's alcohol, she said. Well, no fucking shit.
They do it at Captain Jack's.
It's 21 and older, though.
But you can be underage and look around.
No, but it's weird at Costco because...
Oh, I forgot how it's set up. You can... Yeah,
it's like a
just
steel
in
cage.
the store there. Yeah, okay.
Steel cage with an independent check. I don't know if it fucking works, but it's stupid. I still think free samples would be great. Actually, Cash-Wise does free samples from time to time, too. It's wine. I would prefer something a little stiffer, but...
I've had, like, Captain Jack's, I think, on... Maybe it's only Fridays or the weekends they'll do little samples, and they
should do Whiskey Wednesday.
There was some gin one that I tried, and I'm not a gin drinker, and I thought it sucked, but I still tried it because it was free. But it was like gin in what looks like an oil can.
Okay.
An actual metal can, looks like an old school oil can. I was like, could advertise. I mean, it's good packaging and everything. I'm just not a gin drinker.
Here's the problem: is Shay one time wanted to try this vodka, and when it first came out, it had great reviews, right? Mm-hmm. But then it started getting bad reviews, and Shay got some of it for super cheap. He was when it first came out, it cost like almost, I think it was like $60, $65.
It wasn't the Crystal Skull vodka.
No,
was it?
no, it wasn't.
Was it the ocean one?
Just hold on. Let me tell this. Let me tell the story. So he gets to the liquor store. He sees it's on sale for like fucking $15. He's like, this is like $65 vodka, and they're selling it for $15.
They're still making money.
So he bought it.
Yeah.
And he started drinking it. He goes, this is so bad it can't be saved even if I put it in a Bloody Mary. I go, why? He goes, I don't know. He goes, it tastes off. He goes, it tastes like, it came in a metal bottle, and all the alcohol leached the metal. It had leached the flavor of the metal.
But the first time he had it wasn't in a metal
when it first came out, they didn't have that problem because it wasn't in metal bottles. It was in glass bottles.
Okay.
And they changed it for a nice presentation.
What a dumb fuck.
Well, hey, maybe
line that with plastic.
Maybe that gin would taste better
if it were in a
metal.
In
no,
a glass
because
bottle.
it's in a metal container. I hate gin. So.
I do not like gin either. If I want that taste, I'll go chew on that evergreen.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it kind of depends. If I'm doing like a gin and tonic,
what?
Or Negroni. Negronis are.
Oh yeah, didn't you get a Negroni over at? Didn't you order that at Thomas and Moriarty's or something? That's
it was the Negroni weekend or something.
Yeah,
and it was really it was a hip trend on TikTok for a while. And all these fucking kids go out to the bar like, I want a Negroni,
and all these bartenders are like, no.
Well, the bartenders are like,
how about a vodka orange juice? We call that a screwdriver.
And here's the deal: they would probably like that a lot better because I think a lot of people saw this Negroni, and it does have a very pretty color to it because it's got Aperol or whatever the other fucking shit is, but it's a super bitter drink.
Yeah.
And gin is the main alcohol in it, so of course it's gonna taste awful.
Well, I thought gin was a booze that will glow.
No,
right?
No, the tonic water. The tonic
Is
water.
it the tonic? Oh,
glows.
that's what makes it glow.
Yeah,
So
it'll glow blue.
That's it. Okay.
it's cool.
Neat.
And for some reason, it's not bad for you.
It's actually good for you.
Yeah.
If you have malaria.
What? Tonic water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's how they get the name.
It's funny. Cole, you do your whites laundry time to time, and I was looking in the cupboard there. I realized I have bleach tablets, which are cool. That you just drop them in there, and I'm like, that's what Donnie was talking about when he was doing his COVID presentations. When you have to, we can inject it directly into the skin or whatever. I'm like, fuck.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Do it through your laundry?
Yeah.
Or just eat the bleach tablet?
Yeah. Don't eat it. Swallow it.
Just straight up swallow it.
Yeah.
It's healthier that way.
Yeah.
I guess
slow release.
Maybe he just was drinking pool water.
Ugh. Yuck.
So, I mean, that's basically bleach.
Oh, hey, Cole, did we talk about the upper decker on the last episode?
No, we didn't.
Oh, yeah, I got a phone call from Taylor about the upper decker. I think he was just trying to see if I knew what an upper decker was.
No.
Because he's like, you've been around.
You better. I think that's how I prefaced the call.
Did. I was like, well, yeah.
Have you been around?
Taylor had that concert a couple of weeks ago, and not the next day, but maybe the day after, the bathroom started to smell. And I'm like, well, every time I would flush the toilet, I was like, why does it smell like someone just took a shit in here? Taylor's been upstairs.
It should be fresh.
Taylor's been upstairs for 2 hours, and I've just been pissing. Why is it? And after about the third time, I'm like, oh, fuck, I know what happened. I lift up the fucking lid of the toilet, and there's 2 big things of poop in there. But they weren't solid anymore. They were all they looked like fucking brown mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And so I came up here and I grabbed one of Taylor's bleach tablets and then a bunch of my liquid bleach, and I poured that in there.
Yeah.
It helped with the smell, but fuck, man.
It's still full of shit. Okay.
Somebody shit in the upper tank of our toilet.
Yeah, it's always something I had heard of, but I myself am not one to do that.
No, I mean, well, and I was having this conversation with Elijah. You know, it would take some effort. I mean, he said that's a real fuck you to you, man. I said, really?
It feels like it, especially for you hosting for all these people.
Yeah,
you know, like it is. It's humorous.
It was. At first, I was really pissed off about it. Like, goddamn, who would do this?
Move.
But the more I thought about it, the funnier it got. Especially that it was Cole that made the discovery.
Yeah, I just like, to me, it is like something that I would want to do out of spite.
Yeah.
You know, and most likely, if I were to do it, it would be to a business. That
John's.
Some place that pissed me off enough, which would
Which
take
is kind
quite
of
a bit for me to actually go in the bathroom, take the lid off, and then prop myself up there and shit in the tank. You know, like it would take a little bit of effort. Not that much effort actually, but I don't think I would.
Oh,
because
Peacock
I'm mad
Alley.
at
We got to go to the Peacock Alley.
Because I might be mad at like an employee or something at the business, but not. Or just at the business in general, but not the employee. Because I know employees got to take care of that, you know.
When they find it.
Yeah. Or if they just leave it and don't give a shit.
You know what
you give a shit.
Well, I'm not going to do it.
The more I'm thinking about this, Cole, I think it goes back farther. I think it goes back to the last show.
No way.
You think you had an upper decker in the last show?
And we didn't smell it?
There's a repeat offender?
I remember...
It's probably Taylor doing it to himself. He's the one down there smashing beers together, and people are chanting his name. And they're probably like, do the upper decker. He's like, you want me to shit in I'll shit in my toilet? I'll do it.
I swear to God. No, but the reason I say that is there was just a couple of weeks ago, before the last show, okay, I would flush the toilet and the water would flush yellow. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is so weird.
I don't remember that.
It happened a few times. I don't know. The mystery.
You might have maybe that time they're just pissing up there. But then you'd think after one flush, that'd be...
Yeah, you'd flush it once, it would clear the water. Okay?
Yeah.
But then I think when the shit would sit in there a while...
if it's actually shit then.
If it is. Who knows? We don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery for the ages.
Well, I mean, if you have another show and it happens again, you just have to take account on who is present at the show, because then we would know. Unless the word gets out that Taylor's house is the place to do the upper deckers.
Everybody's always wanted to do this. It's a little baby tiny toilet. That's the place to do it.
Maybe. Oh, it's a really tall person.
That's what I'm wondering.
Who was it?
There was the guy, the
really
lead singer of Hellco. Super tall fucking guy.
That toilet was too low for him. He's got bad knees.
He's got bad knees. I can't do it.
This is a non-accessible toilet.
At least whoever it was, if that is what indeed happened, was nice enough to wipe.
Okay.
And then throw the toilet paper in the toilet rather than the tank, because that I think would have been even worse.
Sure.
But anyway.
Maybe they came with a turd in a Ziploc baggie. They pre-shit.
Wow.
Just drop it in there.
That is some premeditated fucking...
Yeah. They're like, I don't know if I'll have to poop when I get to the show. I got to go now. They poop in a bag. They bring it to the show.
Wow.
And then, like, timing-wise, I guess when it's so busy, widely used, you wouldn't notice that it would be smelling like shit constantly, because you just assume someone just shitting there.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a time frame exactly on when it happened.
I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tall guy.
Yeah. So anyway, Cole, you got anything else you want to cover?
I can't think of anything.
I want to go check out that geocache at Papa John's.
All right.
I want to kind of go over there too, actually.
Let's find a treasure.
Stop over there.
All right. For Comic Can Coozie, I'm Taylor.
Adam.
And I'm Cole.